Hello citizens of the planet, welcome back to Monday Musings with Larry Lelli. And this week's musing is about musical instruments, and this was a topic that was suggested by a friend of mine that I thought was interesting to talk about, so I am. And it has to do with how musical instrument itself can change over time from the aging process and also through constant playing. And also how a musician's needs from an instrument will also change over time as their playing style changes. It almost always does for every musician. We're always evolving and growing and changing, and sometimes we require different things from an instrument than we did at one time. So, for example, we'll talk about cymbals, which I love to talk about. When I was young, whippersnapper in middle school and high school, I was playing rock and roll music, heavy metal music, really, really loud. I was playing really forcefully with a lot of power, and I needed cymbals that kind of cut through the amplified music of the guitars. So I chose my first ride cymbal that I bought was a Sabian 21-inch AA rock ride. Had a really big giant bell in the middle of it. It was very thick cymbal, very cutting, very powerful. And it was perfect for my playing style back then and the music that I was playing. But as time went on and I got into college and into my professional career, my music preferences kind of changed, and I started getting really into jazz, and my playing style changed. I wasn't playing so hard and forcefully anymore. I was trying to get more tone out of the cymbals, and so I needed to switch and get a cymbal that was more suited for my new playing style. I still kept my rock ride, and I still have it because it's still a great cymbal, and I use it when I need that kind of a cymbal. But as I was starting to play more jazz, I chose a brand new cymbal, which was a hand-hammered cymbal, darker sound. I bought a 20-inch jazz ride, Sabian jazz ride. Completely different cymbal, but it was much lighter, more shimmery. I could get more tones and colors out of it, and I was playing a lot lighter at that time. And I wanted a cymbal that would really respond to this new touch that I was experimenting with, and ended up developing and keeping kind of part of my playing style from that point on. So that's how a player can change, but also the cymbals themselves can change in any musical instrument, whether it's a drum or a clarinet or a trumpet. Over time and with constant playing, the molecules within the substance of whatever the instrument is made out of, whether it's metal or wood or what have you, they vibrate when they're played, and they will gradually change over the years. And in addition to, whether it's subject to heat or cold or humidity or how it's stored, all those kind of things also come into to play with how the instrument itself will change over time. And what I found myself is that I tend to really love old instruments that have been played a lot, because the molecules have been vibrating so much within, the instrument itself, and it changes the way it all fits together and the way that it vibrates itself, and it will change the sound. And especially with cymbals, I've noticed it can make them much more warm and shimmery, not so kind of tight and controlled, but they have a much bigger spread and kind of this warmth to it that it's hard to explain. But I guess that's the best I can do right now, is there will tend to be a lot more warmth and resonance from an older instrument, particularly a cymbal, as they age and are played a lot over the years. So anyway, I thought that was an interesting topic to think about for all you musicians out there, and maybe for you non-musicians who might have learned something, hopefully. Okay, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next week.